everyone. How are you doing today? Today I'll be discussing 10 ways to fire up your determination. Yes, so it's the second quarter, it's the beginning of the second quarter of 2021. And what are your goals for this year? Have you lost your ginger? Have you lost that vibe, that zeal to, meet all your targets, to, meet all the goals that you have set for yourself? Hi, thank you so much for joining us today. So today we are discussing 10 ways to fire up your determination. Yes, and guess what? Determination doesn't tell whether you are a good or a bad person. It's just about what you're willing to do, to achieve your end goal. Yes. And whether you're determined or not doesn't mean that you're a bad person or not, But the whole idea is, setting out to achieve all of the goals that you have set for yourself to achieve. Yes. So, and your pathway is, your pathway to success actually is always based on the determination that you have ingrained within yourself. Yes. And if you think, deeply, you realize that determination actually aligns with your energy. It aligns your energy and attention towards your focus. Yes. So before we proceed, I'd like to introduce myself. My name is Miriam. I am a wife, a mom, a student, an entrepreneur, and of course a fashion designer and a YouTuber. I started my YouTube channel last year and I got monetized in 6 months. So this live session is a token of my appreciation to all of my subscribers. Thank you so much, guys. My goal for 2021 is to have 100,000 subscribers. We can make it happen, guys. Yes, I understand I've been sick for the first 3 months of this year, but I've not given up. Yes, that goal is still very, very achievable. Yeah, thank you so much, guys. So number one, the first point I'll be highlighting today is walk from your point of strength. Yes. What is that thing? What are you really good at? Ask yourself, what do you love to do? For me, I, for one person, I love, teaching. Thank you so much, guys. I see all of the loves. Thank you. For me, I love teaching. And since I realized that I love to impact knowledge because I do it, I do it passionately. I teach passionately because when I teach people, I just want to make sure that they know that and I'm able to, transfer everything in my head right to that person. Yeah. And I love to also motivate people to become the best version of themselves, and then now I am a YouTube coach. I'm helping people, start their channel and also get monetized as well in 6 months or less. Yes. So now, not all forms of determination are actually, the same. So your determination can actually come from a point of helplessness. When you need something, you're unable to get it and you're trying to seek a solution. You're trying to find a way to, get that thing, make that thing happen all by yourself. Thank you so much, official Omachuku. Thank you for joining us today. Today we're discussing how to fire up your determination. Yes, so it's the second quarter of 2021. So please don't dull. Number 2, I already discussed. The first point is focus on your area of strength. So start from where you have that strength. Where does your strength lie? And then number 2, then you start from there. Number 2 is don't choose luck over deliberate practice. Yes, you can't just leave it on luck, leave it to luck that it might just work out for me. No, how determined you are would prove, by the amount of work, the amount of deliberate practice that you're willing to put in. Now, as a fighter, you need a series of fights, over a number of years, and that is what will ultimately define your career. Yes, how much time have you put in? How much effort have you put into practice, to becoming perfect? So your determination, will also determine, it will tell us how much work you need to put in place. Yes, like for instance, this morning I decided I have to get back to my workout routine and I was determined to, get it right on track, and I already started today and I am feeling really great with myself. Yes, I've been ill for the past 3 months, but I was like, oh girl, I have to get back on track because I'm highly determined to be fit, to take care of myself. My mental health is very key, and now I'm back on the track. Yes, so and nothing is gonna stop me. That is the power of determination. Number 3, avoid distractions. What are those things that will keep you, from meeting your targets, from meeting your goals? What are those things, those side things that, you usually get distracted by? Take for instance, a lot of people wake up in the morning and the first thing they pick up is their phone. I used to do that, before now, before I realized that, hey girl, that is a major distraction. Write down your goals a day or a week before, or a month before, or a year before if you're like me, you already have your goals mapped out for the year. Map out your goals for the first quarter, second quarter, third quarter, and the fourth quarter of the year. So what you do is make sure that you follow through. You don't just wake up in the morning and then start to go scroll through your phone, go to the streets of Instagram, go to the streets of Facebook, looking for who, so please and please make sure that you avoid those distractions. Yes, and then there are some friends. Sometimes you have friends that call you, hey, let's hang out, let's go for this party. If going to that party is not going to help you achieve your goals. Another thing is, I used to tell myself before I got married that, there will be many more parties to attend, much later in life. Why not spend this time? Why not take this time to build myself? Why not use this time to, work on my career, on bettering my life, making my life better? So that was what I did. I avoided all kinds of distractions. Yes. So I understand a lot of friends of yours will be mad at you. You don't always come for this, but you can't be present at every event if you have a goal that you are trying to achieve. Yes, and you have to be really, really determined. Like, really, nothing should come between you and those goals that you have set for yourself. And then number 4 is narrow your choices. Yes, so because if you fail to strike out your distractions, it would affect your focus. Yes, so you need to narrow your choices and decide what to do, even though of course you know what is best for you. So always narrow down your choices and say, okay, I will choose this over this, I'll choose, you know what I mean? So that alone, that is going to really help you, and it will help your mind to have fewer choices to make it wander everywhere. Yes, so always narrow down your choices so that you can pick, okay, this works for me, this doesn't work for me. Today we are discussing how to fire up your determination. It's the second quarter of 2021. Yes, so number 5 point is become deeply committed to your goal. What are your goals? What are those dreams that you have always, planned out for yourself? It is never, ever too late. Yes, that's the truth. I was with a family friend over the weekend, and I was telling them about my goals for 2021. And then while I was talking, I said, hey, the first 3 months of this year is already wasted because I knew I was ill, and they said, girl, it is never too late. That is the truth, and then that got me fired up again. Yes, I became deeply committed. Now, girl, anything is possible. I'm not leaving it to chance, but definitely I'm going to work on these goals of mine and make sure it becomes a reality. Yes, I know with my own story, I can inspire so many other people too and make them understand that it is very possible. Your dreams are very valid. Don't let anyone take them away from you. Yes. And then number 6 is work within the laws. Yes. You have to make sure that whatever you do is within the law, the confines of the law of the land where you reside. You don't want to do anything, contrary to the law of where you stay or where you live, contrary to the law of your profession, contrary, to the ethics of your profession. So please work within the laws of your land. And then number 7 is create your personal values. What are those things that you stand up for? What are those things that you believe in? And while you are determined, make sure that you don't leave that out of the equation. Yes, your personal values go a very long way. You don't want to cut corners. You don't want to do things that you should not do just because you want to hit your goals or because you're determined to make that thing happen for yourself at that particular point in time. So please create your personal values and make sure that you stick to it. Thank you so much, Mild Signature. Thank you for joining us today. So please create your personal values, and once you identify the laws that will guide you in your own endeavor, come up with those personal values that you will not compromise for anything else. Do I need to repeat this again? Why? Because your personal values will give you a purpose for staying committed to that goal, even when everything else seems meaningless. Yes, you can have low morals, definitely, but be determined to still reach your goals. So ask yourself, what are those things that I need to do to ensure that I get to this point? I get from point A to point Z. Yes, so you begin to walk towards them. I know tiny little drop of water make a mighty ocean, and the journey of 1,000 miles begins with a giant step. So you start to take those steps, one day at a time, one step at a time. And trust me, with time, you will surely get there. Today's topic is about getting fired, how to fire up your determination. Yes, so it's the second quarter of this year, and I know that you have some goals that you have set for yourself for this year. I don't want to see you, telling yourself at the end of this year that the goals that you set for yourself at the beginning of this year, you're carrying over those goals. Oh, come on. It's never ever too late to dump those. Don't ever think of dumping your dreams. Never dump your goals for anything, for any reason, for no one. It's not worth it. So please and please create your personal values. And then number 8 is realign your actions regularly. Yes, one step at a time, and you will get there. Trust me, my signature. Once you start to take those steps, those tiny drop of water will definitely make a mighty ocean. That is the truth. And then realign your actions regularly. It will be unfortunate for anyone to dwell so much on values that are not pertinent or not congruent to the present laws. Remember that you can only you can just bend the law for a short time, but man, it is not advisable. So make sure that you realign your actions regularly. You ask yourself, okay, what have I done in the last 1 month that is instrumental towards achieving my goals? Ask yourself these questions like everything. Always revisit, always review what you have done last month, compared to what you're doing right now. Is it still aligned towards your goals? Yes. How determined are you towards achieving your goals? So don't forget to always realign your actions regularly and make sure that it is still, in line with your goals. Yes, for the year. And then number 9, this is the most important part. Take action now. Take action now. Is there anything that you have told yourself? Is there any projects that you have promised yourself to do in 2021? Is there anything at all? Is there any course that you have promised to yourself to, that you will do, this year? Is there any skill that you have said, oh, I want to learn how to, do graphics better, how to use Photoshop, or how to, edit videos, or how to do anything at all? Or you want to take up a course that is, pretty much outside of what you do on a regular. So please, and please, today is that day. This is a kind reminder. Take action now. Please and please take action now. And if you have not subscribed to my YouTube channel, please go ahead and subscribe to my YouTube channel and share this video with your friends as well, because I'll be dropping this video on YouTube. Yes. So without further ado, I'm gonna be rounding up. But before I proceed, I'm still on the action part. Take action now, because you can only learn from your past. So you have to focus on what you do right now. Yes. So if you're watching this, just know that it's a step in the right direction. This is a kind reminder to you. Just go back to your jotter, to your journal. Go back and revisit those plans, those things that you wrote down. When you were fired up at some point. Oh, I want to do X and Y before the end of 2021. I want to achieve this by the first quarter, second quarter. Like that. I want to achieve this before June. I want to achieve this before the second half of this year. Go and get those journals. Go and revisit them and begin to work on achieving every single one of them. Yes, your dreams are valid. I'm here to remind you about that. And then number 9, don't forget the finish line. Yes, it is very normal. It's normal that today is that day. Yes, you're welcome, my signature. So it is very normal that sometimes you set these goals for yourself and then you revisit and you're like, oh my God, I'm very far from these goals. Yes. Don't ever forget the finish line. That's my point. Don't forget that there's a finish line. Regardless of wherever you are, make sure that you make it to the finish line. Have you seen some great athletes, maybe during the Olympics, something happens while they are running or while the game is on that they cannot control? It was beyond their circumstances. I've seen cases where athletes, they fell down during the marathon. When they fell, they still determined that they will get to that finish line, even with one leg. So never forget the finish line. Yes, that is where your eyes should be on the prize. Your eyes should be on that line, that finish line. I have to get to the end of this place. So please, and please, no matter what happens, I'm here to remind you, never forget to reach that finish line. Thank you so much for joining us today. So I hope to see you guys again next week with another powerful and an exciting episode. I hope with these few points of mine I've been able to convince you and not confuse you that you can fire up your determination no matter how hard it gets for you. So thank you so much. If you have any questions, go ahead and leave it in the comments below. I'll be more than happy to hear from you guys. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you again next week. God bless you. Bye.